Hello, everybody. This is Helen Chin Lu from the Healing Place Energy School. And Robin, you introduce yourself.
Hello, Robin Bornstein, Reiki Master and Meditation Facilitator. Hi, Helen.
Hi, Robin. How are you, honey?
I'm good. I'm good.
I gotta not look down, but I have a habit of doing that. And here we are. Today, we are celebrating the
I
healing.
know, the healing place.
Here we go.
Yep. Oh, I've got my cupcake over here.
I know. Here we are.
We're social distancing and celebrating.
Yeah, social distancing is celebrating. And for those who have, I'm hoping very much you join us now or later. And today's topic will be the journey, right? Robin, the journey and how we began. And I'm just so thrilled to be able to, I'm going to blow this out so I don't set my hair on fire. And to talk about how we began. And it's in such an incredible journey, I would say, in the last 14 years of starting this business. And I just would love to hear from everybody. And there's Michael. Michael, congratulations. Oh, thank you, hon. You know, I'm starting to put my Instagram to work. And I am not really good at this. I'm going to discard this and try one more time. I'm going to go live. Oh, maybe this is BS. I'm checking connection. Unfortunately, hello Instagram family. Hello YouTube family. What else? Hello Facebook family. I just want to welcome you. I'm so just pleased that you joined us for this mega celebration.
I know. Congratulations, Helen.
Well, you know, I think about my journey. One of the things that I tell how I began off and on. I'm sorry, Instagram family, you can't see Robin because one thing about doing streaming and it's in a split screen, what's going to happen? You'll see half of me like this and half of Robin. And we look like Siamese twins. Okay, so does that sound right? Siamese twins, and it's not particularly attractive, but it can be. I have the wrong color hair, so do you, Robin. I'm sorry. I'm already, no, I haven't had wine yet because I'm still busy thinking about my cake here and put my face into it, but I'm going to be like ladylike and wait. So tonight, it's all about the journey and what does it mean to you? And Chase, hi Larry. What does the journey mean to you for those people who are healers or empath or what would you call it, Robin? You know, people who are highly sensitive, they're always amazed. Of course, I lost Robin. I pray that she will come back on. And if not, well, guess what? I'll be doing the show by myself today. So let me share with you my journey, and perhaps you have a journey that you would like to share too, because everybody, especially as a healer, we all have journeys. So anyways, to tell you a little bit about my background. First of all, I'm in my mid-60s, probably more past my mid-60s. And before I had children back when I was in my 20s, I was a radio producer for a large radio station in Boston called WBZ. Hi, Jean. WBZ. And at the time, for those old people who remember radio back then, the people that I produced for was Dave Maynard and Larry Glick. So if you're a Glicknick, so I was his producer at the end. And I decided to have children because I was old. Simple as that. I was old.
Backstage. No, I'm backstage. There's nothing she can do right now. Hold on.
Yes. Robin, you're back.
I'm back. Hold on. Thank you. My phone died. Hold on. Alec has to help me with something.
All right. I'm going to take you off until you're ready, and I'll see you.
Okay.
All right. So anyways, I started a family, and my sons are now in their 30s. And unfortunately, when my oldest son was young, he started to become really, really sick to the point the doctors couldn't figure out what to do with him. So he had conditions that his pediatrician had no idea. And then what's worse, it was compounded with migraine headaches. And no child at 8 years old should suffer from migraines. And Jean, who is part of our audience tonight, suffers from what I call ice pick migraines, where you feel like your head is being stabbed. So what happened was, I decided to look into alternative healing, and at the time, I did a lot of praying, spirit guides. I'm into spirit guides. And I said, I need help because I really don't know what to do about my son. And everybody was giving me advice medically, but it was about medication. And unfortunately, the medication made him feel worse than made him feel better. And we did the medication routine for about 10, 15 years. Hi, Shiny. We did the medication for 15 years. And are you back, Robin?
I'm back.
Yeah. And we did the
Sorry
medication.
for that.
And at the time, there was no medication that were given safely to a child because everything was adult level medication. So this medication made him feel worse. So I spent a lot of time on my knees praying what to do. And thankfully, my thoughts were heard by my spirit guides. And slowly they started bringing people into my life to help my son. First came my Reiki master teacher, who she was so funny. She would say, "Oh, okay, we could help your son do Reiki," and I was willing. I was so desperate. I was willing to try anything. And then from there, the universe or my spirit guides sent me my reflexology teacher. And at the time, back in 1980, let me think. No, I take that back. In 2004, I had no idea what was reflexology, and I just learned about alternative healing. And she says, this reflexology is going to help your son. All you have to do is learn how to press on pressure points in the hands and the feet, and this will help to rebalance the energy. And then from there, my energy medicine, Lisa, who was my Reiki master, opened up an energy medicine school. All of this happened within 2-year period. And I was on such a whirlwind to learn everything I could about holistic medicine. And once I was able to get my son to a place he was comfortable and he wasn't on meds, what I happened to do is, what I ended up doing was, I lost my train of thought, Robin. I know people in your house is talking. Oh, yes. Okay, Robin, those people in your house.
I know. Let me tell them to be quiet. Hold on. Guys, everybody can.
Poor Robin, I have to cut her off a little bit. Anyways, once he started to feel better, what happened was I decided, and then the spirit guides dropped another message in my head and say, hey, you could use this information and help other people. So that is how I established a healing place in Medfield in 2006. And in 2006, the first 2 years, I probably have spent more time pooping in my pants from just being nervous and afraid.
Can you guys be quiet?
Poor Robin, I have to cut her off a little bit. Anyways, I was really afraid and really nervous because alternative healing on the East Coast in Boston was relatively very new. And I started during the recession, kind of similar to what is happening now. And then what happened was, by hearing the voices in my head and literally taking guidance from my spirit guides, I took that knowledge and spun it and kept with it because there was something inside of me that said, we're here to help people to feel better. So anyways, and now, 14 years later, I can't believe what I have achieved through, yes, hard work, listen to spirit guides. In fact, now I'm going to put a little plug in right here. I have a free mini course that I am offering people on how to connect to your spirit guides. And why have I decided to do this? Because every single step of a journey begins with your first step. And then where you go on this journey could be absolutely huge. You could make it the way you want it to be. And what are the ingredients? Courage. I would say a lot of courage. And to take that step and continuously take the step following that. Does that make sense? And one of the things I'm going to get Robin to come on in a second. I'm going to have her tell her story, how she began on her journey. So coming back to my story, I know Jean is such a love bug. She's been on a spiritual journey for a very, very long time. And her thing, I don't know why the headaches is part of her component of who she is. I wish I could take that pain away from her. But she's so sensitive as an empath that everything affects her very, very deeply. So this is why I have decided to commit my life into helping others. And I'm really passionate about this because the reason why is I truly believe everyone can do this work. No one is exempt from it. And when people tell me, well, I don't know if I have the ability or what, that's not true. Everyone has the capability of doing this work. And I am here to, as a spirit guide to you, except I'm a living one, and to help and show you it can be done. Everyone has the capability of tapping into your own ability to heal not only yourself, but also anybody else that you love. And you can become that vessel of help. So does that all make sense to everybody? Give me a thumbs up if that's something that does. And there's Robin. And I'm going to bring Robin on, and hopefully her family has quieted down, because I'm very sensitive to noise, and I'm like listening to her husband in the background. Hi, Robin. I'm sorry.
Hi. Sorry about that. I told everyone I needed the house to be quiet for 30 minutes, but working from home during this pandemic time is not easy, as I'm sure everyone knows.
Oh, yeah.
But congratulations again, Helen, for celebrating 14 years in business.
Yes.
That's so amazing. I'm so proud of you. I know. I'm so proud of you. And Helen was a huge teacher for me in guiding me to find my way and follow my spiritual calling. And she's such a gifted teacher. I'm so excited about the new program that she's offering. And I hope people who are having this spiritual awakening will reach out and work with the Healing Place Energy School.
Oh my God. Not to be a little bit off topic, I really think I developed a 15-part class series. And I started off thinking, okay, spirit guides, what do you want me to teach the people? And that's how I start off even with these talks. I have Robin and I, we have no scripts. And anybody who's seen my YouTube channel, everything is done in one take. Robin is usually the camera woman. So she's in there really tight taking film. And remember, Robin, when I first started filming?
I do.
I couldn't remember my name. It was the funniest thing.
We did a lot of takes.
Nervous. It took us 50 takes. Helen, do you think you could get past your name? I said, I don't know. Maybe today's not the day. And how did I start to film? By listening to the spirit guides in my head. Mm-hmm. And I remember I had a big conversation with God. He and I'm going to say he, could be a she, or both. We have a big meeting on January 1st. After I am getting over being hungover, I'm not a big drinker, but it takes me this much and I'm kind of drunk. And God and I would sit and say, okay, what do you want me to tell the people this year? What am I going to teach? And I remember that one year before I started to teach, he said to me, you will teach globally. And I went, oh my gosh, teach globally. I could barely film. In fact, everything that you see me write, I've only learned how to write since I've had the business, because God says, I want you to start writing and reaching out people. And I am thrilled, so thrilled to be able to do this. So Robin
Yes.
was full of courage. I had to drag her through the mud to start her awakening process.
Yes. And it was hard, and coming out on live streaming on Helen's YouTube channel and Facebook page. It was difficult. Helen
Oh yeah.
really had to get me out there, and it took a pandemic for me to actually put myself out there, because I'm a pretty social person. So for me to be home and in the house, it was hard. So this was another way for me to come, and talk to Helen and to see Helen, because I missed Helen being stuck at home.
Yeah. Well,
I,
one of the things that I always tell people, Robin, and I did this with you, no one knows what we are capable of until we take that step. So, as that voice that you're hearing is in the voice, which I talk about in my 15-part First Step to Your Spiritual Journey. That's part of the beginning of the awakening. And if you have had nudges, everyone, feel free to jump in, and you hear like a conversation in your head that kind of sound like you, but not really. And chances are very good those are your spirit guides talking to you.
yes, listen to that voice.
Oh yeah, I spend more time. I'm going to be mean here, everybody. Sometimes they talk to me so much. I just imagine there's a volume button, and I gotta turn it down, really
Yes.
turn it down, because once you're able to hear them, that's all they want to do is talk to you. They because there's no time and space. Well, what's 3 o'clock conversations?
3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, 3 o'clock in the morning.
And you do. And that's something that you teach people. You taught me how to turn that volume down and to set boundaries. Just like with people, you need to set boundaries
Yeah,
with
with
your
spirit
spirit guides.
guides. And then one of the things I love to teach is, well, most people say, well, who am I to do this? The first thing I always ask, who are you not to do this?
Mm.
And to find courage, yeah, it's nerve-wracking, but you're the only one that's judging yourself.
True.
Yeah. And your family already thinks you're nuts, so what difference does it make? Right? Ooh.
That's great, yes.
Yeah, your family already think you're effing nuts.
And who cares what anybody thinks, right? We have to follow our path, follow our journey, follow our spirit guides, and let them teach us how to grow.
Yeah. And every single part of the journey really takes that first step, but one step will lead into another. And if you could not judge yourself, judge yourself to be good or not good, do you know what I mean?
I do.
And that's something that Robin and I talk about a lot, because I hope you don't mind me sharing this, Robin.
Oh, no, go ahead.
It took a long time, because Robin's excuse, I'm going to say excuse,
Yes.
is, who am I to do this? There's 1,000 people who do the same thing.
It's true. That was my big excuse.
That was her.
Lots of people, yes, lots of people do healing work, and everyone can do healing work. It's just having the courage to get out there and do it.
Exactly.
And that was difficult for me, and Helen was really helpful and in seeing what I was capable of, and it took a while for me to see it myself.
Yeah.
I knew it was there, but I was afraid.
Well, what would you talk about now that you're slowly gaining momentum being out there? You could tell, if you shared the story today about someone reaching out to you.
Oh yeah, someone reached out to me through social media looking for help, and I thought, wow, okay, that's awesome. I can't wait. We've been emailing, and we were going to do a consultation, but I thought that was fabulous. I'm like, okay, I put myself out there, and people are reaching out to me, and that's, and I just want to help people. So hopefully, Helen and I can continue helping everyone by just putting ourselves out there, letting people get to know our personalities, and hopefully we resonate with them, and the phone will be ringing.
Well, people say, well, Helen, you do so much. Uh, do you get scared still? Yes, I do.
Mm.
Sometimes I am like, okay, how could I put it delicately since I am on social? I could have an explosion, and I won't go into a lot of details because you know what I mean. I still get terrified, especially when I'm dealing with something brand new. The only difference between me and somebody else that's brand new that's doing this is at this point, it doesn't matter. If I look foolish, who am I looking foolish to? Because we're so self-critical about ourselves that we really think that someone else is going to focus on us.
It's so
And
true. And people are coming to us looking for help. So we're, you know, any help we can give. And if and Helen and I are great about helping people, if we can't help them, we know who can. We have so many healers in our
oh my
network,
God,
so many healers, and we are, if we feel that, they need a different technique that we're not doing, we're amazing references, and we have so much information,
oh yeah,
so many people, and we're just amazing at helping people that way in all in our techniques of healing. But I mean, it's amazing who we know, Helen.
and the circle. And I'm always amazed at this little circle here that we live in Medfield, Massachusetts, a little town. How many healers are in this one tiny, I would say, 20 square mile?
So many.
Oh my God.
It's wonderful.
And so what I'm trying to encourage everybody, begin your awakening process.
Yes.
Accept your past of who you are. This is something I go into a lot of passion in my course. How your past really sets you up for your future. Because if you understand who you are without shame, you could actually grow from this. And one of the things that I love to talk about is the empath, because all healers are empaths. I talk about boundaries because it's important to understand what we can give and how much to give. All right? Because just because we're healers doesn't mean we're here to exhaust all of our energy to run on empty. And I really want you to understand your spiritual DNA, because everyone has a spiritual DNA. And I talk about your soul contract. This is something that everybody has a soul contract. Why are you here? What is your purpose in this lifetime? You're not just here to be born and die and do nothing in between. And Jean of all people, is a super empath. That's why she has energy stuck in her third eye, because she's so connected to the universe. Jean, you got to shut off that knob sometimes. It's just too much energy.
Turn it down.
Yeah, turn it down.
Turn the volume down.
Turn the volume down, and it's okay. People say, well, if I'm talking to spirit guides, does that mean I have to be on all the time? No. No. You could pick and choose when you want to connect with them and how long. Because that type of energy is really draining sometimes until you develop what I call your energetic muscles. Your muscles to stay strong so you can hear. And the universe really want you to decide. You choose how much to do. That's really key. How much do you want to do? They will respect that.
And that's something that you can learn to do. I mean, that's something that Helen taught me to do. And it's such a gift. And you don't want to turn it off all the way. You want to be able to control it and be able to tap into it when you need it. And it's easy to do. You just need to learn how to do it. And Helen is an amazing mentor. She was able to help me. So I was waking up every morning at 2, 3 o'clock, with my visitors visiting.
Yeah, visiting. And then
They don't come anymore because I shut them down.
it's so funny. But also do this, when you start to say, who am I to do this? Ask yourself, who are you not to do this? Okay? Because you're the only one can stop yourself. So really think about the next time you feel unworthy, I want you to stop. Just stop for a minute, regroup, and ask yourself what you're thinking. Is it really true? Yes, we could do fake news, fake truth about ourselves. So really think about that. Is it really true?
Yes, and be mindful with that thought. Really think about, whether what you're thinking is your perception.
Yeah, and that's all
real. Is your perception. Are you seeing things? And and communicate with people around you when you're in a place that you need help deciding your thoughts. Speak to people. Reach out to Helen, and just work through your journey.
Better yet, reach into yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You have already inner guidance. It's just that out of habit, we've shut it down a long time ago, because the reason why is we don't trust what we feel, and you wonder where that information is coming from.
Mm-hmm.
By trusting what you feel can awaken your soul, and so you can take that first step of your spiritual journey to learn more about yourself. And before you know it, you become not only a healer to yourself, but to your loved ones, because you need to be the anchor in your own life.
Yes, self-love, self-care.
Exactly.
Comes first.
It has to, because if you don't believe in this, how do you expect somebody else to believe in you?
Mm-hmm.
So really think, I'm going to leave you with that note. So the next time you have something negative about yourself, I want you to turn it around and say something positive.
Yes.
Do 2, maybe 3.
Yes.
Turn it around.
Write it down on a sticky note. Put it on your computer. Have an affirmation that that you come up with and say, I'm wonderful. I'm worth it. I'm worthy.
I am worthy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something Rob and I talked about last week.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to do, everybody, I'm going to put the link to the 3 ways to connect to your spirit guides, because I really want you to develop that trust to talk to your spirit guides. And if you choose, right now I have a special on my 15-part course series, First Step to Your Spiritual Journey, and that's going to expire on September 30th, and you're going to get 25% off of the course. And out of the 15 courses, there was lessons, there's journaling exercise, because I'm a pain in the ass, because everybody, I always have to do journaling, and there's healing meditations. And the more you understand who this is, that's how you're going to grow.
Yes.
Because there is absolutely nobody like you.
Yes. So definitely join the group.
Join the group.
Join the group.
So after we leave, I'm going to finish my cupcake. Oh, man, look, it fell over.
Me too. Oh. I actually had a little bit of frosting when we had a little technical difficulty. I had some frosting.
Yeah, that's because you're about to kill your son. Yeah,
exactly.
So God bless. Be safe.
I know.
And
thank you.
Your family be safe. And we look forward to talking to you next Tuesday, whatever that date is, at 7:15 p.m. And if there's a subject you would like Robin and I to talk about, put it in the box. Don't be shy. All right?
Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody. Good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye, honeys.
Bye.